What is going on, everyone? Hopefully, the microphone is working. The microphone? Gotta turn that gain up just a little bit. We are about to get into JBuck Live Tuesday night. You know what that means? Shenanigans. All sorts of movie shenanigans. All sorts of commercials. And other things in the movie world that we're going to talk about. So, in just a quick second, we're going to kick off live. And here we go. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to JBuck Live, your weekly movie show with nonsense, movie news, all sorts of other things. People are sending me tons of messages over there. They should know that I have a live show right now. But what is going on, everybody? How is everyone doing from last week? We are actually on time this week, so that's good. We have everything up to date. We're doing well and whatnot. We have some people in the chat already. We have Jennifer here. Thank you so much, Jennifer, for coming and hanging out. It was fun doing some trivia this last weekend over on Dan's channel. And then we have Art Wishwood. What is going on, man? Yep, it's showing two streams again, so if you are not in the stream that is labeled Space Jam 2 Jerseys, you, in fact, are in the wrong stream. So, again, I don't know why it's always doing this now for my channel. Let me double check. Because when I click stream, for some reason it's showing two different streams on the channel, so I don't know. If you guys, if I'm not seeing your chat, you are definitely in the wrong stream if that's the case. But you know, for myself, I've been pretty good this last week. You know, playing a lot of Fall Guys over on Twitch with you know, Jennifer and a handful of other people hanging out with me. This last weekend, I'm trying to think of what I did. I think I just watched a bunch of stuff. I did a recap of Lovecraft Country over on HBO. I don't know if you guys have watched that yet. Highly recommend it. Go and check it out. It is awesome. It is so cool. It's very much like this 1950s mystery and whatnot, but also thrown in like Lovecraftian creatures. So it is very weird, very out there. Highly recommend it. Episode 1 is fantastic. It's on HBO Max right now. I don't know if anyone else has watched that or checked it out or whatnot. I'm curious. I'm curious what you guys have to think about Lovecraft Country if you have seen it. But other things that kind of have been going on this last week is this morning I was on the Film Speak channel. I was over on there. Griffin invited me over. We did a news panel, essentially, so if you want even more news stuff, you can jump over to their channel and show them some love and watch me talk about some stuff with some other great panelists and whatnot. But yeah, the biggest thing right now, obviously, for myself is Twitch and Fall Guys, and I am absolutely loving it. It is crazy. Just so much fun and whatnot. But yeah, if you guys haven't, definitely jump over to twitch.tv/JBuck Studios and give me a follow. All sorts of stuff over there. Hopefully I'm going to do some more streaming or go over there a little bit more and whatnot. But we got Crunchy in here. What's going on, Crunchy? I was in the first chat but got the notification of the Space Jam chat, so I clicked over now. Perfect. Yeah. Yeah, this is the stream you want to be in, the Space Jam one. For some reason, again, YouTube likes to let me just stream 2 different things at once, which is crazy. We got Cody Michael in here, great pilot for Lovecraft. Can't wait to see where it goes. Yeah, man, we gotta talk about it this week on the show, the SoCo show. But there are, I will say, everyone that's watching right now, stick around until the very end because there's some big announcements, some updates on things that I potentially announced a couple days ago and whatnot. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Other than that, I don't know. I don't think that there's been too much going on. We got Zach Pope in here. What's going on, Zach? I don't know. Just kind of another, chill news day. I think that this weekend, obviously, one of the main topics is DC Fandome. We're going to be getting into all of that, and I'm sure next week we're going to be talking about that even more because there's going to be a lot. There's going to be a lot of stuff that drops, and don't worry, we're going to break down everything that is coming this weekend, how you can watch it, essentially how it's an exclusive type thing where if you don't watch it this weekend, you're probably not going to see it, even though you know that a lot of people are probably going to record it. But movie theaters are slowly opening up around myself. I don't know if you guys are going out to the movie theaters, have gotten your New Mutants tickets because they just went on sale this morning. I secured mine. I am very much going to the movie theater in 10 days now or about 2 weeks. So I'm very much looking forward to that. But this weekend, there's a new movie coming to movie theaters, Unhinged, and spoiler, I've potentially already seen this movie, and there will be a review dropping in a couple days. So I don't think I'm going to make it to the movie theater this weekend, potentially, but otherwise, I don't know. New Mutants is going to be the first one, hopefully followed by Tenet, which, there's the keyword of the week, Tenet. We're talking about that already. Crunchy's saying his theaters are not open, and Jen is absolutely hell no. No chance in hell is she going back to the movie theater. Not even, I'm assuming, not even Tenet is going to get Jen back over to the movie theater. She'll just, watch those VOD movies and whatnot. I'm curious, actually, since, movie theaters are kind of shut down, has this caused you guys to watch a little bit more TV? You kind of maybe watch some streaming services or movies that you guys haven't really been used to? I'm curious kind of what the viewing habits of people have kind of been in this weird, 6 months almost that we've been in this crazy stuff. Man, crazy. Tenet is overrated. All right, Art Wishman coming in here, or Wishwood, my bad, of saying Tenet is overrated. Everyone is looking forward to Tenet, but this guy, Art, is not looking forward to it at all. New Mutants has the potential to be huge or complete flop since it's the first to be coming to theaters, I think. Yeah, more TV, waiting on to DVD, all sorts of stuff. It's made me embrace streaming even more now, yeah. Tyler Calvert, his channel went from a movie channel to a streaming channel in a matter of months. So, yeah, he's definitely streaming a bunch of crap, or not necessarily crap, but a lot of content over there. But yeah, that's kind of what's been going on in my life, what I've been up to and everything like this in this last week. Again, wait until the very end because there's going to be some announcements, some updates and whatnot. But without further ado, let's get right into the first part of the show, the Quickies portion, which all of you guys should be familiar with. All right, we are in the Quickies portion of the show, and for everyone that's maybe new to this channel or whatnot, the Quickies portion of the show is where we talk about some quick news items, some items of movie news, TV news, entertainment news that maybe don't warrant that main topic bracket, but I definitely still want to talk about them. And, yeah, there's some people that are fighting over those Tenet words. And then Seth, of course, one of the members of the SoCo show, he still doesn't have power. Surprise, surprise. So he is trying to relive all of his movie memories by carving them into wood. First up, though, for the Quickies, like I mentioned, New Mutants. The tickets are now on sale. They went on sale this morning. If you want to see this movie after, 3-4 years of them been talking about this movie, it is coming out next week, the 27th, I believe. And go and get your tickets if you want to see this movie, because it apparently is only going to the movie theater. I'm curious on how long it will be in the movie theater before it jumps on VOD, before it jumps on Hulu, before it jumps on Disney Plus, wherever the heck this movie is going to go. But I will say, I did get my tickets. I think I have a showing at 6:15 on Thursday, so that would be the first movie I've been to in about 6 months. The last movie I went to, I think, was it was a double feature of Bloodshot followed by The Hunt, and that was like March 14th. So it has been a long, long time, and I'm very excited to get back into the movie theater. I'm curious, who else got your New Mutants tickets? Who else is going to go see that? Yeah, let me know in the chat. Here's another fun thing that I think might ruffle some feathers. The Exorcist, the 1973 horror movie that ruined a lot of people's lives, including myself, because I watched it at a very, very young age, and it scared the bejesus out of me. Apparently, they're working on a remake, and this remake is going to be released in 2021. More than likely, I'm going to be optimistic or pessimistic here. It'll probably be 2022. But the production company, I believe, Morgan Creek Entertainment, they, back in 2015, apparently they have the rights to this property. Back in 2015, they tweeted out, they kind of said, no, we are never going to remake The Exorcist. It's too good. It's basically one of those things that you can't touch. We can't remake this movie. Well, within 5 years, because that was 2015, their mind has apparently changed because it is in production. It apparently is on their docket of films that are coming out, and word came out that this movie is going to be, I guess, released in 2021. And again, like I'm saying, I don't know how schedules are and everything, but more than likely, I think it's going to be 2022. But man, yeah, I don't know. They're remaking The Exorcist. I never thought we'd see the day for this, but then again, Hollywood surprisingly is running out of ideas. So are you guys looking forward to this Exorcist remake? Kind of a new spin on it? Do you think that this is one of those untouchable gems that they should not mess around with, potentially find a different way of working with that kind of possession horror and religion and whatnot? I don't know. I'm curious. Again, I'm not a big horror fan, so this isn't really a make or break for myself. I just don't think that, I don't know. Maybe they're doing it for a different generation of kids or people and whatnot, because, I mean, again, it came out almost 50 years ago, 48 years ago, it looks like. So I don't know. Exorcist remake, though, coming 2021. Put it on your calendars, people. Speaking of in the realm of horror films, Scream 5, the much highly anticipated Scream movie. For all of your Scream heads out there, I've never seen Scream. I've never seen any of them, surprise, surprise. But there's some new casting news for this. Melissa Barrera, I believe. She is an up-and-coming she's an up-and-coming star that's in the new In the Heights film from Lin-Manuel Miranda. She's going to be starring in this Scream 5 as kind of a pivotal role from what they're saying. No spoilers. They're just saying that she has been cast in a significant role, the first Mexican actress that has been in the series. So she is, joining the ranks of returning people of Courtney Cox, David Arquette. The people behind this, the filmmakers, are the ones that actually did the Ready or Not movie, I think, last year, which I really enjoyed. So, I don't know. This is adding some more talent to the cast of Scream, and it could potentially bring in a whole new, they could get rid of the old, bring in the new and whatnot. So, I'm looking forward to this. Again, I think I need to go watch all of the Scream movies before I get to this one, but are you guys excited for this casting? I think the thing that stood out is that she is also in that In the Heights movie, which I was very much looking forward to. So if that overall vibe of that movie has any indication of her talent, I think that this is a solid choice for sure. Let's see what you guys are saying. I'm going to go on a road trip to see the New Mutants and Tenet. That's what Tyler's saying. Cody is saying The Exorcist is gonna stink. Stinky, stink. Horror movies put me to sleep, according to Crunchy. Original didn't hold up, and there hasn't been a decent possession film in 47 years. Oh, man. Yeah, no, that, again, you, Cody, you know a lot more horror than I do, so I'm gonna go with that one. Watch Millie Bobby Brown plays Reagan in the Exorcist movie. Yeah, she's the only person that they cast in Hollywood right now, and she's kind of doing like a the sister of Sherlock Holmes. There was a poster released of Millie Bobby Brown. Speaking of her, Scream 5, yes, please. I needed an excuse to run back to that whole series. Yeah. And In the Heights is high on my list after Hamilton. Yes, Cody, completely agree. So some of you guys are looking forward to this Scream. I think, like Cody said, it gives me an excuse to go back and watch these 4 movies rather than just watching Scary Movie and trying to piece the puzzle together of what Scream actually is. Speaking about some more casting or movies, rather, that are coming, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, the 1987 John Hughes Thanksgiving comedy movie that a lot of people love. Like, this would be considered probably a beloved film. A lot of people love this one with John Candy and Steve Martin. Well, apparently Hollywood wants to get Will Smith and Kevin Hart to remake Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. What do you guys think? Is this another Exorcist situation where this is a movie that should not be touched? Do you think that they need to take that concept and completely retool it and call it something completely else? Or do you want them to remake this Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, seeing the dynamic between Will Smith and Kevin Hart? Personally, I said this morning on a different live show. If they're going to redo this, go full in on it and call it like Ubers and Subways and something else. You know, how the updated transportation and everything has kind of gone. Yeah, I think that this is, I could see this movie working with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Kevin Hart, because they already have a couple projects that they've worked together. I feel like their chemistry works fairly well together. But getting Will Smith with Kevin Hart, have they done anything aside from maybe YouTube videos together, or maybe something over on Quibi? I don't know. Maybe I'm in the minority. You guys are looking forward to this movie. Who really knows? Who really knows? I'm curious. Yeah, Jen, happy early birthday. It looks like. I've never cared. I'm 35, dude, going to be 36. Yep. I saw a PTA plus. I don't know what that is. Oh, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. There we go. Never mind. First look, I hated this casting and remake idea, but it actually sounds like it could be pretty fun. The plot just relies on the chemistry between the leads. Yeah, that's basically it. Is sure it first. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. From the first. When I first heard this idea, I was like, this is dumb. It's not going to work. But I've never seen them work off of each other. So that's the thing is, if Will Smith and Kevin Hart can go back off of each other perfectly, thinking, or let's assume that they're falling into the same molds of the first 2 characters in the original, then yeah, I don't know. It could work. It could not work. Who really knows? More casting news, though. The Boys, Season 3. Yes, we're going to get a Season 3. I'm very much looking forward to Season 2. Spoiler, I need to watch it, and I have a screener, and I haven't watched it yet. So stay tuned for that. But Season 3 is adding the cast of, or they added a character, and they're casting it with Jensen Ackles, I believe, who is from Supernatural. I'm sure you people that love Supernatural, all 47 seasons of it, know who I'm talking about. But apparently he has been cast as a character called Soulja Boy. Apparently, yeah, this is, I guess the people are saying, and I'm not too familiar with the comics, so take all of what I'm going to say with a grain of salt, and someone could probably jump in the chat and actually me here. But this character, I think this Soldier Boy, is one of the first superheroes created. He kind of, I think, is supposed to be like the Captain America of this world, but like not have that courage to the character and inner strength. It's more of a coward, I think, and that's what's going to make this character kind of dynamic, I guess, or interesting. Who knows? I know that some people that are big Supernatural fans, this might potentially bring them over into this Boys world, which I think would be really cool. Again, I just binged through Season 1, absolutely loved it. So give me as much Boys series or seasons as I can get, as long as they wrap it up well. But and that's what she said. But the casting of this soldier boy from Jensen Ackles, I don't know. If you guys like Supernatural, maybe this is a cool thing for you. You're looking forward to him. I don't know. Let's see what you have to say. I just want them to jam to some old Fresh Prince, in the car. And then where's the whitewashing rage for casting Supernatural guy as Soldier Boy? Oh, shit. Yes. Okay, yeah, Cody, I don't think they're putting the A at the end. It's ER. They're doing the hard ER at the end of that one. But I don't know. I'm curious if you guys are loving The Boys, have seen season 1, looking forward to season 2, and very much want to see a season 3. I'm curious about that. Hey, Christian, what's going on? Yeah, Seth, we can maybe talk about that screener off air because I have season 2. And then finally rounding out the Quickies portion of the show, I just thought that this one was funny, is microwave popcorn is killing it right now. So movie theaters are closed, obviously. We all know that. Apparently, the sales for microwavable popcorn is through the roof right now. The popcorn is popping. So according to some estimates and some people over at Jolly Time Popcorn, the company Gary Smith, apparently, I don't know who he is, he could be a janitor there, he says that they, within the first 6 weeks of quarantine, they saw an increase of sales of 40% of microwavable popcorn. That's just Jolly Time alone. If you jump over to other companies like Act 2 or Orville Redenbacher, their sales were up 57%. So this just proves that the amount of popcorn that movie theaters are supplying people is out of control. I think that it's crazy that, or cool to see that people are essentially watching more movies at home. I'm assuming unless everyone just loves popcorn right now, but popcorn goes with movies perfectly hand in hand. So that means more people are watching movies at home. Cool. I don't know. I think it's kind of cool to see the stats of these popcorn figures up. Obviously, they are popping. Let's see what you guys are saying. Before we round out all of these Quickies section, got The Boys on my list to start from season 1. Yep, catch up, man. Catch up on The Boys. And dude, I've been buying 30 packs of movie theater butter all summer. The data might be just me. Oh shit. Oh man. Yeah, I have had a little bit more popcorn at home in this weird time that we're in, but it hasn't been a ton. So, Cody, you might be the one that are supplying these up 40 and 57% of sales for these microwavable popcorn situations. Anyways, though, that is the Quickies. We have microwave popcorn killing it, The Boys Season 2 casting, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, Scream 5, The Exorcist, and the good old New Mutants might actually come to the movie theater. So those are our Quickies. Let's get the hell out of this, unless you guys have more to say. But the thing is, surprise, surprise, the stream is a bit delayed, so I'm probably going to get out of this section, and then you're going to have a comment. All right, so that is the Quickies portion of JBuck Live, where we have quick news items that we talk about. Yes, people, Cody is saying or asking, are M&Ms, are their sales skyrocketing too? I don't have those data figures right here. I will have to do some research, but I can get back to you with those M&Ms, the monies for the M&Ms and whatnot. My scrolly thing's not scrolling, so let's go. All right, next up we have the old part of the show that a lot of people love, and it's called Trailer Talk.
See you later, Eddie, Mama, Bubba, Jim, Big Jim, Little Jim, Slim Jim, everybody. I'll see you later, Chow Ding.
All right, we are in Trailer Talk. Yeehaw! This is the part of the show, surprise, surprise, we talk about trailers. And this week we have 2 different trailers. One of them is going to be kind of one of the main topics, so we'll get to that one second. But this first one is a Netflix movie that has a large cast of people in this one. And let me cue this up. So this first trailer that we're dealing with is a Netflix movie called The Devil All the Time. And this movie is stacked. It has Tom Holland, it has Jason Clarke, it has Robert Pattinson, it has Riley Keough, I believe, and a handful of other people. It's like a period piece type movie where it's looking like this guy comes back from war. It kind of has a feel or structure of Beyond the Pines, that Ryan Gosling movie, if any of you guys have seen that one or remember this one. But this movie is stacked, like I said. The cast is full of talent. And this is coming out on Netflix in like 3 weeks, I think. I think it's like September 16th. This movie came out of nowhere. They dropped a trailer, they dropped a poster, they dropped some screenshots, and then boom, they dropped this trailer. Also, one of the Skarsgårds is in this. I think it's the one that played Pennywise. So I don't know, man. If you're looking forward to like a high caliber film that very much looks like it's got great talent, not only great talent, but like it looks like it has a solid story in this movie, I highly recommend checking this one out. Yeah, The Place Beyond the Pines. There we go. Not behind or between two pines for some reason. That's what I was thinking. But yeah, this trailer looks awesome. Again, I think that it's going to be a shining light on the Netflix platform because, surprise, surprise, they have a lot of movies. Not all of them hit that high. But this one, I don't know. It's looking great. And there's like a funny clip. I think someone on Twitter clipped it out of Robert Pattinson being kind of this preacher of sorts in this southern United States. And oh God, I can't remember what he says, but it's very funny. But even speaking of the Robert Pattinson character in this, there's one scene in this that honestly scared or frightened me a little bit, kind of creepy, because you know how there's always these Southern Baptist type church people that have snakes and whatnot? There's a scene showing, I'm assuming, Robert Pattinson dumping spiders on his face and all over him. Yeah, it looked scary. Honestly, this movie, it does look scary. I think that it's going to be a thing where it's tackling like kind of PTSD or a personal story, but dealing with like these other kind of issues in the South. And again, who knows? You know, it's a trailer. I don't know. They could completely take the rug out from underneath of me and give me something completely different. But yeah, The Devil, The Devil All the Time looks good. I'm looking forward to it. Is this the one that they finished filming overseas this summer? Interested to see Holland get into drama. Cody, I would have to double check. I think it is, but again, don't quote me on that one. But yeah, The Devil All the Time coming out. Yeah, the spider thing. I should have put that clip in there to scare all of you guys about the spiders. It looks horrifying. I did not like that part of that one. So that's the first trailer that we got. But then the second trailer, and this is going to be kind of one of the main topics. Not really one of the main topics, but one of the things that made the thumbnail is we have the first teaser, I guess, or jersey reveal of the Toon Squad Space Jam 2 A New Legacy, apparently, or at least that's what they're calling it. So Space Jam 2, you know, LeBron James is the lead role in this one. And we finally got the first look at these jerseys. And I'm curious, I want all of you guys in the chat right now to let me know what you guys think of these jerseys. Because the first thing I thought was, this doesn't hit like the nostalgia Toon Squad white ones that we had before. But then again, I grew up with Space Jam. I've been a fan of it for 20 some years, so that's very much nostalgic. This jersey is obviously for a different crowd of people. I think it might be a little much. It could be their away jerseys. Who really knows? I know that they revealed, I think it was like 6 months ago, the first look at the Monstars jerseys, and those ones look a little bit more like the original ones, but this definitely is an updated take. You know, the side is very much like that Looney Tunes logo, Toon Squad on the front. LeBron James looks amazing, but I'm curious what you guys have to think about these jerseys. Do you love them? Do you hate them? Do you kind of be like, they're whatever. I'm curious what you guys have to say. Jennifer is saying, meh, LeBron James as Batman, and I think it's great as far as merchandising. Yeah, and that's the thing is, I wish I would have pulled the numbers, but I think the original Space Jam made, I think it was like $3 billion or something worldwide, and it was because merchandising made up a lot of it. I wish I had those numbers because it's one of the most, if you look at it in a roundabout way, that's one of the most profitable movies because of the merchandising and what it spun off from there, you know, shoes, clothing, Looney Tunes in general. So I wish I had those numbers, but yeah, that's the thing, Mark. You are hitting it perfectly, that I think that this is going to sell a lot of jerseys, sell a lot of shirts, sell a lot of other things that are involved with this Space Jam movie. But I was also talking to people today, and I don't know, this is clearly a rumor right now, but people reported that this Space Jam movie is actually setting up almost like this weird animated world of WB, apparently, because people are saying that in this Space Jam movie, there is an animated version of The Mask, there's an animated version of Pennywise, and there's an animated version of something else that are actually going to show up in Space Jam. Again, this is a big rumor. People say that they saw behind the scenes on a monitor of Pennywise, essentially. So does that interest you guys even more, or are you absolutely confused? Because when I heard this, I had to, my jaw dropped because I was like, wait, what? Pennywise is going to be in Space Jam? Again, a rumor. Take it with a grain of salt, but apparently, yeah, they're saying that these animated other properties of WB are going to be in Space Jam: A New Legacy or whatever. So I'm curious what you guys are saying. Yeah, smart. I feel like the color scheme here. I like the feel. Okay, there we go. They had to depart from the original. If they recreation, people would have to tore it apart. Yep, true. I like the logo on the side. I hope Porky comes out the side of LeBron's jersey. Yeah, I think that'd be funny if he just popped out. I don't know. I guess I'm looking forward to how the animated animation looks. Is it going to be more nostalgic to the 90s, or are we going to try to update the animation to kind of use technology that we can utilize today? I don't know. I'm curious. I like, let's see here. So they're trying to make it a Who Framed Roger Rabbit type of movie, but sports. I mean, Mark, that kind of makes sense. I think that they're potentially doing that and I'm assuming LeBron James gets taken into the WB logo or world, and he's walking through all of these different areas, which, like you're saying, could potentially be a Who Framed Roger Rabbit aesthetic to it. I don't know. I am very curious about this movie. I thought it was just going to be, just a follow-up of Space Jam, a sequel. But with them doing these animated versions of their other properties, I think they have something more in store. They have something grander in scale, I think, for this movie. Let's see what Cody has to say. I like those characters as a sight gag, but we can cool it on the expanded universe. Yeah, I think that's what I kind of laughed about this morning when I heard about it. The SJCU, the Space Jam Cinematic Universe. Sure, you have the ability to do all of this, but do you want to do it? I mean, cool. Maybe, like I said, maybe he gets sucked down into the logo through a golf course again, and LeBron James walks by like different movie sets or different properties somehow, sees Pennywise, sees The Mask, sees some other people, and then we go from there. But yeah, that's the first look at the Toon Squad jerseys. Again, who knows? Maybe they switch up a little bit. Maybe there's, this is the updated one. Like maybe they played the first game, completely lose. They have to go and get new threads, practice some more. I don't know. Again, I think this comes out 2021. Don't have the date specifically. I'm sure someone in the chat will probably hit me up with it. But yeah, looking like this Space Jam 2 that has been kind of rumored for years and years and years is finally becoming a thing. And that's the first jersey look right there. So those are our two trailers that we had for Trailer Talk. And you know what? Let's get the hell out of this section.
See you later, Aunt Mama, Bubba, Jim, Big Jim, Little Jim, Slim Jim, everybody. I'll see you later, Chow Ding.
All right, people. So, I guess, did I transition? There we go. Okay, transition. So yeah, that was Trailer Talk for all you people that are new to this channel. Trailer Talk, we pick trailers, we talk about them. Pretty simple, but it has some sick banjo music to go with it. Let's see here, I still won't believe this is a movie until I see it. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking as well, Mark. I'm kind of thinking I need to see this, but the thing is, more and more evidence is coming out that this is going to be an actual movie. We're gonna go through to our first commercial break, or actually only commercial break this episode, and we'll come back and talk about everything that you should be looking forward to in DC Fandome coming this weekend. Can you guess the movie from this poor description? A monstrous sea vessel runs into a giant ice cube, all while a flower woman and her homeless boy toy struggle to survive on a floating college beer pong table. It's 1997's Titanic. Do you want to look fly and hip like all of the cool kids? Well, head over to tpublic.com/user/JaredBuckendall to browse all of the designs JBuck Studios has to offer, like this one, or even this one. Those, along with several other designs and products, including our holiday line, are always available. Again, head over to tpublic.com/user/JaredBuckendall and grab some merch today. Tenet Watch, we are bringing you the latest, greatest information on this new Christopher Nolan film through these strange and unprecedented times. Is this movie coming out? Is it not coming out? What is the release date of this Christopher Nolan epic movie? Well, you know what? We got the latest, greatest information for you. Not that misinformation. The release date for Christopher Nolan's Tenet is... That is correct. We will be back with the latest breaking news of Christopher Nolan's Tenet in the coming weeks, bringing you the latest for this upcoming film. And we are back from the commercial break. I realized, hopefully, give me one sec because I don't know if the websites that I need are pulled up, so give me one quick second, people. Did that work? There we go. Yes, A-list productions, man. We gotta pay the bills around here, so that's why we have commercials. We have commercials for all sorts of things, and things that probably don't even exist. But thank you so much for jumping in here and hanging out and checking out the live stream, my man. And Jaren Talks Movies is here as well. And yes, Jaren, I am copying Griffin's homework from Film Speak. But people, we're going to be talking about DC Fandome, a huge 24-hour event that is coming this weekend, strictly for 24 hours. If you don't watch it, boom, it is gone. Or someone will probably record part of it and put it on the internet. So, I mean, you probably won't entirely miss it. But let's get into this. We're going to start with what exactly is this, what you should be watching, all of this stuff. So don't worry if you don't have a damn clue what DC Fandome is. Let's see here. Let's break this sumbitch down. So DC Fandome, this weekend, it is coming out Saturday, August 22nd, and this is honestly what Comic-Con should have been. Like, this is the event of everything DC, from new movies, video games, family-friendly stuff, animated home videos, and anything and everything involving DC, the world of DC, essentially. So DC Fandome, like I said, coming out Saturday. It's a 24-hour live stream, and the first thing is, how do you watch this stream? And it's going to be a live stream. The event is going to be on, right here, DCFandom.com for 24 24 hours. Like I said, it's a 24-hour live stream. I doubt I will do a full live stream. I kind of joked to a few people that I would be doing a live stream reporting on everything. I probably won't do that because I need to sleep. But yeah, this is a 24-hour live stream, I believe, starting on noon Central Time. I'm sure one of these other ones has the actual time that it starts. But yeah, it's broadcast in a bunch of different languages. You more than likely want to watch it on a Mac or PC, like a computer, so then you can utilize all of the functions that they have rather than mobile. That's what it's saying for the best experience right here. But yeah, there is going to be a ton of panels throughout this time, and I'm going to kind of point at some of the bigger ones that I think, might jump out at people, specifically the movie ones, obviously. But note, you have to watch the panels that day. Because they're saying that this event only runs for 24 hours, and if you don't get in on that, boom, it is gone. This is a great marketing scheme to get people to watch. So, yeah, 24 hours, September, or 22nd of August, 24 hours. Check it out. Okay, here's the time. The panels start at 10 a.m. Pacific time, 6 p.m. I'm assuming British Standard Time. I don't know what BST stands for. So where I live, it starts at noon, and then boom, just check it out all over. Already signed up for it. It's only 10 to 30 and 30. Yeah. Yep, Jen. I will be getting into the length of all of those panels in just a quick bit. But there's kind of like different segments of how this is set up. And I think, let me switch over to this one. I think that this website, DC panels, blah, 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 blah. So yeah, there's like 6 different streams almost where they're each kind of set up to contain different things. There's the hall of, like right here, there's 6 different verses, multiverse, funny, multiverse, and you choose between which one you want to watch, and each one has the kind of different segments or material to watch, material to, participate in potentially. So there's the Hall of Heroes, Watchverse, Uverse, Innerverse, Funverse, and Kidsverse. Kidsverse, is going to have kind of, those animated, the Teen Titans stuff. It looks like DC Superhero Girls Sweet Justice Cafe. If any of you guys are in for that Sweet Justice Cafe, that sweet Justice Cafe, check that one out. But I think the main one that you're going to want to probably check out is going to be the Hall of Heroes, is where, again, right there it says all of the major programming will happen, such as new content, panels, favorite DC shows, movies, and games. Like, this thing is packed to the brim, or rim. There we go. Packed to the rim. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. There's a lot of content. That's what I'm getting at. There's a lot of freaking content over here. I think that you have to sign up for it, but it's all 100% free. All you have to do is just sign up, and then I think, boom, you get access to everything. And when you go to the DCFandom.com website, everything should hopefully be pretty easy to navigate. I'm assuming that the homepage will have these 6 different verses listed on the homepage. You click into it, and then it has a breakdown of the schedule. And the thing is, there's a huge, over on IGN, they did a great job of literally listing out each of the different halls, or verses rather, and all of the, everything that is happening. Like, if we just scroll through this quick, because I'm not going to talk about everything that's happening, but there is so much stuff, and it's like every 15 to 20 to 30 minutes is a new panel, essentially. So this isn't going to be like your Comic-Con setup where it's like an hour and 30 panel with the cast coming on. These are going to be quick panels. Sure, some of the stuff like the Suicide Squad that I'm going to talk about in a little bit, they're going to probably bring some of the cast in and reveal some certain things, but some of these other ones are just really quick. Like, look at this one, and we're going 1:45 to 2 o'clock, only 15 minutes and whatnot. So boom, IGN has a huge breakdown of every single thing that is going to be over there. But again, starts this Saturday, 24 hours of a crap load of content. But the ones that I kind of want to talk about are some of the movie ones and some of the video games ones. So let's jump over. Hopefully this is the right website. Let's see what you guys are saying. I'm kind of excited for the premiere of the Superman movie. Yep, there's that. Jaren, man, sign up, get on top of that, and cover all of this crazy news that we got going here. So these are the don't miss movie panels that are going to be shown there, and this is going to be listed, I think, in order of how they are dropping that day. So Wonder Woman is going to be one of the first ones that drops. And again, I'm assuming that this is going to be on that Heroverse one that I mentioned earlier. But Wonder Woman is getting a solid 25 minutes. We might, who knows what we're going to get from these panels. You know, we might get another quick trailer from Wonder Woman. I know that we've already gotten, I think, a teaser and a full trailer. So who knows what else we could get. Hopefully they don't show Cheetah. I know that that's kind of the one thing that they haven't really revealed is Kristen Wiig's Cheetah character, the design, what she looks like. I don't know. We might get some more stuff from, Patty Jenkins. Maybe Gal Gadot might show up and stuff like that. So who knows? That's going to be one of the first big ones is Wonder Woman 1984, August 22nd from 10 to 10:25, which I think is all of these times are going to be in Pacific time. So 10 o'clock, that's one of the first ones. We scroll down, and Mark actually just made a great point. The Flash one is only 10 minutes, which introducing Flash, 11:45 to 11:55, which I think that this could potentially be one of the best things or one of the worst things, because if they have any sort of tech errors, this whole thing is going to fall apart because you only have 10 minutes for a panel. What can you do in 10 minutes? 2 or 3 people talk. I think that this Flash one is very interesting, though, because of all of the weird stuff that Ezra Miller has been doing in those alleged videos. What exactly is the status of this Flash movie? Is it tying in with who knows what the hell this one is going to be, but that is one to probably look for. And if you just have 10 minutes, just turn it on. You got 10 minutes. Come on, people. This is the one that I'm really looking forward to, is the Suicide Squad from James Gunn, and 37,000 people in the cast, which I'm sure a lot of them are just going to explode within the first 10 minutes. But the Suicide Squad, James Gunn, like I said, is behind this one, the first movie, and he said that James Gunn himself, and a lot of the cast is probably going to be on this panel. Who knows if it's going to be a pre-recorded thing? I'm assuming that it is. But the thing is, more than likely, we're going to get a poster, and we're going to get a first look, maybe a teaser trailer or some quick footage of the Suicide Squad, because that's what he's kind of been hinting at. James Gunn on Twitter has kind of hinted at this a little bit. So I don't know. The Suicide Squad, I'm so looking forward to this one. I don't know if they have everyone that's listed here for who's going to be on that. No, just James Gunn, doing his thing with this. But that one's a one that I think you should definitely check out and look forward to. There's also a Suicide Squad Arkham game, or a Rocksteady game. It's just Suicide Squad kills the Justice League, I believe. So it's going to be in that same vein of those Arkham games from Rocksteady, but you are playing as the Suicide Squad and you are taking out the heroes. So if you are any fan, I think Seth even jumped in there. Yeah, I'm a sucker for those Arkham games. I'm hoping to announce another one. And that's the thing is, Seth, there's actually 2 rumors that have come out earlier today. And there's kind of like an online ARG that's going on right now. There's the Suicide Squad game that I just mentioned from Rocksteady, but they're also hinting at the next Batman one, where it might be Batman Arkham Knights or Batman the Court of Owls, I believe. Again, people are trying to decipher the code, and I think tomorrow or in the next couple days, they're dropping a little bit more hints until Saturday comes, and we're going to find out exactly what those games are, if they're going to be next generation systems, and kind of what entails in those games. So yeah, those 2 games of the new Batman one and the Suicide Squad one, if they are both, which I think they are, coming from Rocksteady, very much excited for those games. And I know that anyone that played those games, you are very excited for it. Jaron asked, do you think the panels will be live or pre-recorded? I'm going to say more than likely they are going to be pre-recorded, because with 10 minutes, you're going to have to narrow it down to certain things. I think that just tech-wise and whatnot, I think it's got to be pre-recorded. But again, I could be wrong. Another big one, the Snyder Cut. Everyone's waiting for the Snyder Cut, the Justice League Snyder Cut. This one is 2:45 to 3:10. This one is, a whopping 25 minutes, or what is this? Yeah, a whopping 25 minutes. This one, I think, is another one that people should probably look out for if you're interested in kind of Zack Snyder's take on the Justice League, because he again hinted at getting more footage. The first teaser trailer, actually, for the Justice League is coming from this panel. Excuse me. And coming out of this event. So this is one that definitely, I think, if you, again, it's fun because all of these kind of have... okay. So Arkham Knight was the last one. It was supposed to be the finale, but heard rumors of the Court of Owls. Okay, so Seth, you know more than I do about the Arkham games. The Court of Owls is the one that people are kind of all hinting at right now. So Arkham Knights was apparently the last one. But Zack Snyder's Justice League, we're getting the first teaser trailer for that. Check it out. I'm sure it's going to be all jam-packed with black suit not Spider-Man. I always say that. Black suited Superman and a bunch of other stuff that he wanted in his final vision. We're finally getting some hints. I doubt we will get any footage because I don't even know if they've started filming this movie. But Black Adam with, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, he's been talking for like a decade now that he is making this movie. He's going to be Black Adam. So maybe we'll get some more information coming out of this one. These movie ones are going to be... the ones that kind of shape and get a hint at what the bigger DCEU is, along with the kind of the offshoots, like Joker and the Batman, the new Robert Pattinson Batman movie. Shazam as well, so it's going to be back-to-back for Black Adam and Shazam, and I'm assuming that they'll drop some hints at Shazam 2 in that one as well. Yeah, Shazam 2 will seek to meet audiences' high expectations. And the Batman, like I'm saying right here, the Batman is one of the other ones to really look forward to because we've seen the suit reveal, we've seen the pictures of the car, but we haven't gotten a teaser trailer or any more footage revolving around Robert Pattinson or the vibe or the look of this movie, of this Batman movie, which is just being called The Batman, I believe. Someone can probably correct me if I'm wrong. But that is kind of the big movie ones that are going to be dropping on DC Fandome. And like I said, IGN has a huge breakdown of all of the events that are coming to this DC Fandome this weekend. All of the panels are 10 to 30 minutes the longest, so it's not like it's going to be a huge time commitment. And I'm sure that we're going to get some cool stuff coming out of this. But two things that I want to say before... I move out of this DC Fandome thing. There is two secret/special announcements that they are going to bring to this event, and some people are kind of hinting at what are those two special panels or announcements. I'm curious what you guys might have for rumors or predictions of what these two potential panels could be, but I think that the two that I'm kind of leaning towards, because I saw a leak earlier, and it's not necessarily a leak, but through the app of DC Fandome, there is a category that's saying Green Lantern Corps, but there's no events on the whole thing that have Green Lantern tied in with it. So could we potentially get that Green Lantern Corps TV show, movie, someone else coming in to play Green Lantern, a different version of Green Lantern? I don't know. Again, this is all speculation and predictions. We are in that part of the show. But then the other one is, I think Griffin actually from FilmSpeak broke this news or this rumor about the Batman Beyond and Michael Keaton coming back. So the other announcement, I'm thinking Green Lantern Corps could be one, but then I'm also thinking that Batman Beyond, that could be the other one. So we could get two big announcements, or they could be just completely different things. Who knows? Those are the two that I'm kind of leaning towards. I know some other people have thrown out some other predictions, some other things that, people are looking forward to. But yeah, I don't know. Again, fandom, if you don't have anything, if it is a rainy weekend and you can't go outside, you have no excuse not to watch at least two of these panels, especially since it's 10 minutes. Say you go and have Taco Bell. You have massive diarrhea. you can watch one of these panels on the toilet because we all know you're going to be there a while. You get that volcano burrito, you get that taco volcano sauce. You're watching 3 of these panels. So there's no excuse if you're a DC fan looking forward to the movies, the TV shows, the games, anything. The games is the big thing. I want to see the first look, hopefully gameplay or trailer of the Suicide Squad game. I think that I'm looking forward to that the most, aside from the Suicide Squad movie. So those are the 2 that I'm kind of looking forward to. I don't know what you guys are looking forward to. Wonder Woman, Shazam, Batman, or some crazy obscure other things out there. Let me know in the comments or chat. But DC Fandome kicking off this Saturday, 12 Central Time, 10 Pacific, whatever BST is, British Standard Time. I don't even fucking know what time that is. But that is, that's the fandom. That's all of the fandom stuff. Crazy stuff. So that's DC Fandome and more DC Fandome. Those are the 2 things that we're covering right there. And believe me, next week on JBuck Live, I'm sure we are going to cover a lot of the stuff that was announced because, surprise, surprise, a lot of these outlets are probably going to be writing articles about them, and we're going to get some videos. If there's a trailer for a gameplay or something, that will probably become public after the fact. So, yeah, I don't know. Those are the 2 things or DC Fandome. That's like the big thing happening this weekend. I'm going to have numb toilet legs while I watch The Batman, and Taco Bell has never sounded so appetizing. Coming from the 2 members of the SoCo show. And Patrick here is saying, I won't be able to tune in for DC Fandome as I have my Tenet screening. Coming in here, dropping that Tenet, just being like, I'm bragging, I'm seeing Tenet, everyone. Patrick, what are we going to do with you? But people in the chat, before we round this some beach out, let's get into the last part of the show, the movie spotlight. All right, people, we are in the JBuck movie spotlight for the week, and this is the section of the show where I pick a movie that is a hidden gem, one that I loved, a guilty pleasure, one I think more people need to see, kind of a combination of anything and everything. And this week, I am very excited to talk about this movie because this movie is, I think, 2004. I might have that year wrong, but it's Paycheck. Ben Affleck is in this movie. Uma Thurman is in this movie. Paul Giamatti is in this movie. This movie is fantastic. I love this movie. I've seen this movie probably like 27 times because this falls into the same realm of like that guilty pleasure League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, because this has a solid 27% on Rotten Tomatoes, 2003 action sci-fi mystery type movie. So this movie, it opens with Ben Affleck essentially being a reverse engineer. He works for these tech companies. They're trying to rip each other off, but they can't do that, so he has to reverse engineer all of their products, but make them better. Then he is approached by, what is it? What is his name? Aaron Eckhart. And it's like the biggest job ever. It's like a huge job, but it's going to take 5 years of his life. And the thing is, another thing that they do, I forgot to mention it, but after all of these jobs, for legal reasons, they wipe his memory, so he can't remember what he did on that job. So if his competition comes, he can't help him. Goes into this, does a 5-year job, comes out, and is supposed to essentially make millions and millions of dollars, but there's a snag. He doesn't get that millions of dollars. Instead, he is given an envelope full of like 27 random items. And it's this huge mystery of him trying to remember life, him running into Uma Thurman, who he does maybe remember from his past. I just love this movie because it is this sci-fi. It definitely has those sci-fi action pieces, but the mystery and how he has to find uses for all of these different items in his envelope is the coolest thing ever. Again, critics don't like it. I love this movie. Check it out. I don't know if anyone has ever seen this movie, but I think it is awesome. I loved it. I loved everything about it. Let's see what you guys are saying. I've spent all my time without electricity learning the sounder of my recorder from 2nd grade. And then Cody is laughing, paycheck. I'm skeptical, but I'm all ears. Yeah. Reverse engineer character goes under for 5 years, comes out of a job instead of taking the millions and millions of dollars, because you find out he is the one that rejects that millions of dollars. Instead, he is given an envelope full of random items. And then you go from there through this mystery of trying to piece together his life. Again, a movie no one even knows about. But I have no idea how I found this. I think I randomly rented it like back in middle school and just watched it, and I fell in love with it. So Paycheck is this week's movie, JBuck movie spotlight. Go out, try to find this movie, because it sounds like none of you guys have even heard of this movie. I thoroughly enjoyed the goofiness of it, but I love a good mystery as well. So Paycheck is this week's 2003's Paycheck is this week's movie spotlight. All right, we are back, and Cody, you nailed it. You said, I'm intrigued just by the cast. I also love early 2000 era Ben Affleck. It's perfect Ben Affleck from that era, and that action, if you remember early 2000s action, that's what this movie is. So check it out. It is wild. Maybe I'm overestimating, or maybe I'm hyping this movie up too much, but I love it. Anyways, we are finishing out the JBuck Live for this week, Tuesday nights. Again, thank you guys so much for always tuning in. I will say, I am done with volleyball, so I might potentially move this back an hour, back to its original time. I will probably put out a poll, or let me know in the chat right now if you guys don't want that to happen. You do want that to happen because this is past your bedtime. I am more than happy of moving this back up an hour. But as for announcements, last week I had announced it, and the two dudes in the chat, Seth and Cody, my good friends who have the SoCo show, we were going to do the live episode this Thursday. But surprise, surprise, a giant, essentially hurricane went through Iowa, and where Seth lives, he doesn't have power, he doesn't have internet, he maybe doesn't even have food, and who knows, maybe he's living down in the sewers right now. I mean, he somehow has a Wi-Fi. But we are moving that live show indefinitely. I will give announcements. They'll give announcements of when that show will actually be, because it was supposed to be this Thursday, but with our schedules and the technology, it is just not going to work out. So we will probably move that a couple weeks. Again, we are moving it indefinitely, or postponing it indefinitely. I know some of you guys were looking forward to that. But we will definitely let you know from my side of things, from their side of things, because we don't want to, we want this to be right. We want to do it right. And again, if you guys aren't familiar, it's all listed in my channel update of doing a monthly live video version of the SoCo show. So that's kind of the biggest announcement. But then another thing is I have a Twitch channel right now, JBuck Studios, playing video games over there, and I just became a Twitch affiliate. And if you don't know what that means, essentially now I can get donations and subscriptions from Twitch. And here's a fun thing. All of you people out there that have Amazon Prime, you get a free Twitch subscription every single month. And you can give that to whoever. I would very much appreciate and love, and you'd be the bestest people ever, that if you have Amazon Prime, drop me a subscribe over there, because it definitely helps me out, gives me a little bit of extra money as well, and it's just helping this channel, this brand, all of that stuff. Plus, I want to start doing more gaming stuff over there as well. So yeah, please follow me on Twitch and all of that cool stuff. Otherwise, there's a ton of Netflix reviews coming this week. There's going to be 2 tomorrow, I think 2 on Thursday and 1 on Friday. And then I also have screeners of some other stuff that is actual theatrically released movies that are coming. For example, Unhinged. I potentially have a screener for Bill and Ted. I can't talk about it yet. Allegedly, I might allegedly have it. So there's a lot of cool things that are happening on JBuck Studios coming in the next couple weeks. Again, it is all because of you guys. You guys are so awesome, always tuning in, hanging out, asking questions, giving great feedback and compliments and thumbs up and all of that stuff. I am rambling on, but those are the things that are coming this week and whatnot. Yeah, Seth is eating pizza with the turtles down in the sewers right now. So throw a coin to your Witcher, I guess. But without further ado, we will be back next week. Sure, we're probably going to be covering a ton of DC Fandom news next week, but without further ado, we're going to get the hell out of here. Thank you guys so much. Again, go follow me on Twitch and the SoCo Show. We will keep you guys posted. Bye-bye.